Morning everyone, Michelle Hart here. So this is like the third time I have tried to do this video and I don't know what's going on, but like everything is causing there's constant interruptions going on. So we're gonna try this one more time. And this morning this is just a spiritual checkup spread. And the first card is, what is my social and emotional well-being like right now? That's the question that we want answered. And the card that comes up is insight. So right now, you're finding some things out about yourself. Maybe even some things that you may not particularly like, but in the end, still having that information has the potential, I should say, to make you a better person. You take that information and you use it to build yourself in the way that you want to be. Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense. And then the second card in the spread is what weakens my spirit. So this one is meditation. So this is an interesting card because you don't think of like meditation as something that weakens your spirit. But I actually do know of a few cases, or several cases, where meditation can actually kind of be difficult, shall we say. If you are sitting and trying to meditate, trying to relax, trying to let go, and all your brain can do is think about absolute chaos, this problem and that problem, because we have so many distractions. As soon as we quiet down, like that's the first thing that comes to our minds. So this card is telling me that you're having some issues with quietening. Wow, that's a really hard word to say, apparently. Calming. There we go. Let's say calming your mind. When you are in that quiet space, though, because you're so used to distractions, the first thing that comes out at you are all of your problems and all the things that need to be taken care of and all of the issues that you have right now. That is a hard bridge to kind of cross over, because you can get to the other side of finding peace and contentment. But sometimes you can't just go, oh, I'm not thinking about anything. Meditation is not just thinking about nothing. That's a kind of meditation. But especially in today's age where you have constant bombardment of social media and information and noise, when you sit and be quiet, there is the need for a focal point. It can either be, that's many religious traditions. I guess Buddhist isn't technically a religion, it's a philosophy, but you get what I mean. A lot of traditions have a focal point. They'll use a candle, or like in Native Americans, they would use a drum. There's so many different things that you can use. I like to think of a phrase that I find comforting at that moment, because it can be any number of phrases, but you want to find something that actually, like, you say it in your head or you say it out loud and you can actually feel your body like relax and let go. That's the feeling that we're looking for. So in your meditation, if you find yourself just kind of spinning in circles and just, the crazy monkey mind going on, find a focal point or a focal phrase, and hopefully that will help you to kind of like navigate through that, especially early stages of meditation. Now the third card we have is, the question that we want answered is, what can I or others do to support my spirit? And the card that just comes up is healing. I don't know if this is physical healing or spiritual healing, but I lean towards spiritual healing. And what others can do for you is just be there, honestly. So spiritual healing, you want to find, as best you can, a place that you feel comfortable around these people. I don't know how to word this quite. But you want to, even if you are in a religion or in a belief system that has a little bit more strict background or traditions, there's always a few outsiders. I don't know. There's somebody out there for you. But spiritually speaking, there's somebody out there for you. Honestly, this says to me, go and find the people that support your soul, and very often you will find that in a religious tradition. It can be any number of places, but like, find your group. That's the point. Find your group. The last question is, what strengthens my spirit? And the card that comes through is channeling. Now, when people think of channeling, I shouldn't say that. I don't know what other people think. When I hear the word channeling, the association with it seems to me to be oh, you're hearing things, you're going crazy, or like you've got some kind of mental disorder if you're hearing things, or it's this big, profound, like you hear things auditory. No. It is that still, quiet voice in your head, in your gut, wherever it comes from. I'm not somebody that has the mental, what is it called? The inner dialogue. I don't have an inner dialogue. So for me, it's an emotional thing. Which is why sometimes it's really hard for me to translate, to verbalize what I'm feeling when I'm getting things. But I very strongly believe that God speaks to us in the stillness of our hearts, in quiet moments, and even in not quiet moments. I mean, he'll speak through other people too, and events, but there's something life-changing about being still, being in that moment, feeling that deep presence. It's not describable. I don't know, maybe someone with an inner dialogue could actually describe it, but I can't. So the long and short of it is, your homework for this week, or for this Sunday, man, find your group. Find people that nourish your spirit, your emotional well-being. Find a focal point in your meditations so that you're not dealing with crazy monkey mind all the time when you're sitting trying to meditate. And sorry, complete lost my train of thought there. Oh yeah, so what others can do to help support your spirit, or what you can do to help support your spirit, so honestly, just find the things that make you feel taken care of. And then last but not least, if you can get to that point in meditation even if it's not for long, even if it's just a moment, find that quiet place in your heart and listen to the voice of God or divine or the universe or your higher self, whatever you want to call it. I don't care one way or the other, but however you choose to view it, that listening, that stillness, that is absolutely life-changing. So yeah, that was your reading for Sunday, and hopefully I was able to say things in a way that was understandable for you guys. But I hope you have an amazing Sunday, or whatever day it is, for whenever you're watching this. And as always, may your days be full of joy and your nights full of peace.